guys, it's Papa John's. So what we just saw there, obviously a child that's just beside herself, having a tantrum. We don't have any context. We don't know what strategies have been used, but I'm just going to give one strategy that I would use here, one little tip. There's many things I would do in this situation, but I'll give you a couple of scenarios. The first one is if both parents are available, both of them at home, one's not at work, swap parents, tag team. Obviously, the child's not very happy with the first one, so this is where the second one comes in. Just a new face and a new perspective will really change. Now, the first thing that parent needs to do when they step in is validate the child's emotion. So say something like, "Oh, I can see that you're frustrated at the moment," or you need to validate it. You need to use a word that then the child could also use to explain how they're feeling. So in future, they can explain it rather than just having a tantrum, because usually the tantrum is that they can't communicate what they feel or what they want. So first of all, the child's not going to pay any attention to us in that kind of state. So we need to bring them down. We need to help them self-regulate. We show them how to do that as a parent. It's not actually onto the child, it's actually onto us. So the first thing is you validate the emotion, the way that they're feeling. And then we're just going to start to, take some deep breaths with the child. And we're just going to model the behavior that we expect. And we're going to bring them down so that they're in a more calm mood. And then we can start to negotiate and we can start to speak to them. But validating that emotion is extremely important for future scenarios as well. And look, the other scenario would be if you don't have another parent that you can tag team, we're going to still use the same strategy. Maybe we're going to walk away from the child for a minute. Just for 20 seconds, so that we can catch our breath and that we can speak to the child calmly, modeling that self-regulation. We're still going to identify the emotion that they're feeling, the frustration, the annoyance, whatever the word is that you might use in your family, and we're going to bring them down. Now, I don't know what the situation is, what the child wanted. Maybe they wanted to go for a walk. Maybe they wanted a snack, whatever it is. Say they wanted to go out for a walk, So now you're going to emulate that emotion that the child has, and then you're going to role model how we deal with it. So you're going to say, yeah, it's raining, it's cold, it's wet outside. I really wanted to go for a walk too, and I'm feeling just the same as you are. And then we're going to talk about, but maybe instead of going for a walk now, let's look at the weather forecast. Maybe this afternoon it clears up, something that we can look forward to. There's lots of negotiation, understanding that we can bring to the child. So this is just one strategy that I would use. I can think of two more just off the top of my head, but I just wanted to sort of start putting out some content there, giving some people some tips. I'd love to hear some feedback from you guys if you've tried these strategies and they don't work. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear the context and then be able to give you maybe a scenario that will help in the future. But if you like the video, leave a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.